The fountain of creation is the Supreme Himself. As a spiritual master in touch with this infinite source, Shri Чинмоя brings to our world, through his paintings, visions of the beyond.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. I see so many worlds mingling together. I like it so much.
Beautiful, dear.
Come nearer than see.
Through his art, Shri Чинмоя invites humanity on a journey of spiritual discovery.
We just don't know if there is a world's record for the number of paintings done in the shortest possible time, but on tonight's edition of Bert Haney's People, he may just have found that man, a guru, living in Queens.
10,000 paintings in 100 days. That's 100 paintings a day. How could you do it?
I have not done it. The Supreme in me, who is my inner pilot, has done it in and through me, and I just became a dedicated, devoted, unconditional instrument of His.
Why did you do it? Did someone make a bet with you or what?
Not. The Supreme in me wants me to be of service to the aspiring mankind.
As a boy in India, Shri Чинмоя developed his interest in painting. Years later, he showed his disciples some of his early work. We were delighted with this newly discovered talent. Shortly after, he surprised us with a book of abstract sketches called Friendship Life with the Unknown. While on a lecture tour in Canada, Guru spent a rainy day doing paintings. He signed them with the initials of his full name, Chinmoy Kumar Ghosh, and so began what we were to know as the fountain art of CKG, Jarna Kala.
There are quite a few ways to feed my spiritual children through prayer and meditation and through my writings. Now I've entered into a new field. My art is an expression of my aspiration, which is the food of my spiritual children.
We were inspired and amazed to see Guru's first 1,000 paintings, but we had no idea that this was only a beginning. When we heard that Guru had decided to complete 10,000 paintings before the end of the coming year, we knew that what some of us had viewed as a fascinating sidelight had now become a major adventure.
I have to tell you one thing. For an ordinary person, inspiration is something that at times that inspiration bird comes and stands in front of him. At times the bird flies away in spite of his repeated requests to stay in front of him. But in the case of a spiritual person, it is a different matter. He creates inspiration. He creates time of his own. If he has to surrender to time or surrender to inspiration, then he will never be able to accomplish the things that the divine within him wants to accomplish in and through him. I do not think of color as such. Intuitively, I select a particular color, and I do not know whether that color is green or blue or red or yellow. No, just my eyes take me to a particular color, but my mind does not act. Since my mind does not act, I do not know what color I am selecting. And I have no preconceived idea as to what I am going to paint. I just allow myself to be carried away by a higher force. It seems that I will be recognized as an artist before I am recognized as a poet. God alone knows. For 30 years I have been writing poems, and now I have started my paintings only the other day, not even 3.5 months. Again, as in poetry, so in art, I offer the fruits to the Supreme devotedly.
Guru immersed himself in his work, spending endless hours seated in his chair, finishing painting after painting. Still maintaining his busy schedule of lectures and meditations, he painted while traveling to his centers and to his meetings at the United Nations. On February 26th, after months of intensely concentrated work, Guru resolved to finish what we had thought might take all year. In the next 21 hours, he created 1,000 paintings. The goal of 10,000 had been reached.
Supreme, I bow to thee. Supreme, I bow to thee. Supreme, I bow to thee.
On March 31st, the Jarnakala Gallery was opened. Among the first viewers were artist Paul Jenkins and collector Robert Scull.
Well, it's an incredible output, and I think that amount of paintings done in 2 months must be coming from a deep autobiographical well of images and feelings.
The abundance. Yes, there are many watercolors, but what's here is an abundance of color, abundance of images, abundance of things that come through your mind when you meditate. And I don't look at them with a tough eye, say like, an artist, art critic. I look at them for what they are, for his joy, and it stabilizes once and for all for me the heart chakra.
In the traditional religious artistic expressions for many ages, whether they're Hindu or Christian or other, the styles are very tight, very ceremonial, very crystallized. And here's an expression which is modern religiosity, totally free, more than contemporary. I think it's very refreshing.
It's hard labor as well as an act of love. Remarkable.